Thousands of demonstrators led by the Honduras opposition leader Salvador Narala gathered in Honduras' second-largest city on Saturday to protest the re-election of President Juan Hernandez in a vote they say was fraudulent. There are calls for a repeat of the vote, saying that the official version of the count included extreme statistical improbability. 2 people were injured in an explosion outside the Stockholm subway station in Sweden. An unidentified explosive device detonated after someone picked it up from the ground. Officials say that the blast is not suspected to be terror-related. Iran's Revolutionary Guard said that the nation and its security forces have ended the wave of unrest linked to anti-government protests that erupted last month. The Guard blamed the unrest on the United States, Israel and Saudi Arabia while releasing footage of pro-government rallies that took place across the country. French President Emmanuel Macron paid his respects to the 17 people killed when Islamic extremists attacked the satirical newspaper Charlie Hebdo and a supermarket 3 years ago. The attacks were the first of several to hit France. Macron lay wreaths and observed a minute of silence at the sites of the attacks. At least 8 migrants died and 86 others were rescued after a smuggler's rubber dinghy started sinking in the Mediterranean Sea off the coast of Libya. A search has been launched to find any more possible survivors. Outgoing Chilean President Michelle Bachelet arrived in Havana for her official 2-day visit to the island nation. The Cuban Vice Foreign Minister welcomed Bachelet at the airport during her arrival. Over 250 soldiers were deployed to assist hundreds of drivers caught overnight in a heavy snowfall in Spain. Vehicles were trapped in the snowstorm, forcing commuters to spend over 18 hours in their cars. An Iranian oil tanker collided with a bulk freighter and caught fire off China's eastern coast, leaving its entire crew of 32 missing. Chinese maritime authorities dispatched police vehicles and 3 cleaning ships to the scene. The South Korean Coast Guard also sent a ship and an airplane to aid the search effort. Turkish President Erdogan and the Bulgarian Prime Minister unveiled a historic iron church in Istanbul after a 7-year restoration project. Erdogan said that the 120-year-old church remains the single example of a church built on an iron skeleton. The Norwegian Foreign Minister met Israeli President Rivlin. This is the Norwegian minister's first trip to Israel as a foreign minister. She later visited a memorial dedicated to the victims of the Holocaust.